Hello and welcome to the I Can Do podcast. I'm Benjamin Lee. Thank you very much for listening to episode number 1. I have been thinking about doing a podcast for a long time now, and I've just decided that I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I look forward to learning and growing along the way. I already have, as I have been preparing some episodes already. I want to take you back to 2010. 2010 is where this idea of I Can Do really began. I have a heart condition. I was diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy back in 2007, I believe. And as a result of that, I decided to get a ICD. An ICD is a implantable cardioverter defibrillator. So basically, I got this device put in my chest for primary prevention in the event I went into or go into some kind of fatal heart rhythm. Hopefully, I will never experience that, but never say never. So thank the Lord, things have been going really well. But when I first got it back in 2010, it was a big adjustment. It was a big challenge. And it was just really tough, just to be honest, just having that, because it changed a lot of things financially, physically, emotionally. And so I was trying to figure out how to respond to having that. I'm actually on my second device right now. So the initials or abbreviation ICD, I decided in the process of time to change that to I Can Do. I Can Do. And I decided to change that to I Can Do. That's what ICD now means to me, so that I could have more of a positive mindset. You know, I'm really blessed that I actually had health insurance to cover all of that for the device and for the hospital fees and things like that. And so I know I knew I needed to change my mindset, and I needed to focus on positives, the things that were positive, the things that were going well in my life, and I needed to focus on the things that I could do. And so that's where I got the I Can Do, and that's what this podcast is really going to be all about. It's going to be about motivating you, hopefully inspiring you, and obviously, you know, people can be motivated, but people still have to put in the work. People still have to learn. People still have to grow. But this is what this podcast is going to be about. Hopefully this will give you a little extra boost of motivation or encouragement along the way. So what am I going to talk about on this podcast? Well, I'm so glad you asked. This podcast is going to really be centered or focused around 4 big things or pillars in my life: faith, family, fitness, and food. That's right. Faith, family, fitness, and food. I am a Christian. I believe in God, the God of the Bible. I believe in His Son, Jesus Christ. And I've been preaching now for 10 years. And so faith is a big component. Obviously, my relationship with God is the most important relationship in my life. So we'll be talking about the scriptures. I will be sharing thoughts with you from God's Word. Family. Family is obviously a very big deal for me. I'm a husband for the past 15 years to the beautiful Nikki Lee, and a father for the past 8 years to the very handsome Joshua Lee. And so family is a really big deal for me. And so I'll be talking a lot about family. Then fitness. Yes, I do work out. I try my best to work out. I used to play sports growing up. I was never the best, but I was never the fastest. I ran cross country, and I was not fast by any stretch of the imagination. I just got done running, or earlier this year, rather, I ran a half marathon. Actually, it was New Year's Eve. I've done 2 in the last 12 months, but the one back in New Year's Eve or on New Year's Eve, I finished, and I told Nikki and a couple of other people who were there, I said, look, they're going to be having a award ceremony here in a little bit, and they all kind of looked at me and said, well, they had that about 45 minutes ago. So I do love to run. I am into fitness. I'm not the fastest. I remember growing up, I was on the 8th grade basketball team. We ended up winning 4th in state. It was really good, and I think I averaged about 30, not points, but about 30 seconds of playing time, all right? So I think my average for points, I think was about 0.7 points a game. So needless to say, I've been involved in sports and fitness and things like that, but it is a big part of my life. I majored in kinesiology. I love to work out. I love to lift weights. I love to run and to bike. And it really is a blessing for me to be able to do all of those things. So I'm going to talk a lot about fitness and then food. Food is a big component of my life as well. And sometimes food can become too big in my life. And so, I'm going to be talking about that along the way too. So faith, family, fitness, and food, having an I can do mindset, mentality as we think about faith, family, fitness, and food. So this is what this podcast is going to be all about. I've been blogging for 3 years now. My website is benjaminlee.blog. And now I'm going to give this a shot here with this podcast. So I'm really excited. I'm going to need your help along the way. If you like this, please share it, talk about it, leave me a comment, whatever the case may be. So I appreciate you listening to this first episode. And for this first episode, just really wanted to introduce myself and tell you what this is going to be about. So if you're looking for a little push, a little encouragement along the way, then you have found the right place. I can do. That's what this podcast is going to be all about. So make sure that you have an I can do mentality as well. I look forward to sharing more thoughts and ideas with you and helping you along the way in your journey of life. Have a great day. Take care and God bless. And don't forget, I can do and so can you. Take care.